Have you ever met someone who seemed charming on the surface, but deep down had a sinister edge? Someone who could manipulate, deceive, and exploit others without an ounce of remorse? You might think of a ruthless CEO, a master con artist, or even someone in your personal life who made you question everything. What if I told you that some people are wired to be this way, calculated, cold, and dangerously effective at getting what they want? Today we're diving deep into the psychology of the Dark Triad, three of the most sinister personality traits that define some of the most dangerous individuals in society. People who hide behind masks of charm and intelligence only to destroy everything in their path. If you think you can spot them easily, think again. These individuals are masters of deception, and by the time you realize what they truly are, it's often too late. The Dark Triad consists of three distinct but interconnected traits: Machiavellianism, Narcissism, and Psychopathy. These traits alone can make someone manipulative, selfish, and ruthless, but when combined, they create a personality type that is nearly unstoppable. People who possess the Dark Triad are not just difficult to deal with, they are predators in the world of human interaction. They play by a different set of rules, and the worst part, most of them never get caught. Let's start with Machiavellianism. The name comes from Niccolo Machiavelli, a 16th century philosopher who believed that power and deception were essential tools for leaders. But in the modern world, Machiavellians aren't just politicians or dictators. They are everywhere. These individuals thrive on manipulation. They don't act out of emotion. They act out of strategy. Every move they make is calculated. They are patient, willing to play the long game if it means achieving their goals. They don't care about right or wrong, they only care about winning. They study people like chess pieces, figuring out exactly what moves to make to get what they want. And when they do, you won't even realize you've been played until it's too late. Ever had a boss who seemed overly nice at first, only to throw you under the bus the moment it benefited them? Ever trusted someone who told you exactly what you wanted to hear, only to find out later that they had been lying the entire time? That's a Machiavellian in action. They don't lash out impulsively. They calculate, manipulate, and strike when the timing is perfect. And because of their ability to appear charming and trustworthy, most people never see them coming. Next, let's talk about narcissism. When you hear the word narcissist, you might think of someone who is obsessed with their looks, or someone who constantly brags about their achievements. But real narcissism runs much deeper than that. A narcissist's entire world revolves around one thing: themselves. They crave admiration. They believe they are superior to others, and when their ego is threatened, they lash out in ways you wouldn't expect. A true narcissist isn't just arrogant, they are dangerous. They use people like pawns in a game, discarding them the moment they are no longer useful. They lack genuine empathy, though they may pretend to care if it benefits them. They gaslight, manipulate, and control, making their victims question their own reality. Ever been in a relationship where you felt like no matter what you did, it was never enough? Where you felt drained, confused, and constantly walking on eggshells? That's what it's like to be trapped in a narcissist's world. They will love bomb you, making you feel like the most important person in the world, only to tear you down piece by piece. They thrive on control, and when they no longer need you, they discard you without a second thought. And here's the most terrifying part: many of them are extremely successful. Some of the most powerful figures in history and modern society exhibit strong narcissistic tendencies. Why? Because narcissists know how to present themselves. They know how to manipulate people into believing their grandiose lies, and they will do anything to protect their fragile egos, even if it means destroying those around them. But the darkest of the Dark Triad? Psychopathy. Unlike Machiavellians who scheme and manipulate for long-term gain, and narcissists who crave attention and validation, psychopaths are purely predatory. They don't feel guilt, they don't feel remorse. To them, people are merely tools, means to an end. They lie, cheat, steal, and sometimes kill without even blinking. They don't feel the weight of their actions the way normal people do. They live without a conscience. Most psychopaths are not serial killers or criminals, though some of the most infamous murderers in history were textbook psychopaths. Instead, many of them blend into society seamlessly. They can be CEOs, doctors, lawyers, people in positions of power. Why? Because their lack of empathy and remorse makes them fearless. They take risks others wouldn't. They climb the social ladder without hesitation, cutting down anyone who stands in their way. A psychopath doesn't just hurt people, they enjoy it. They enjoy the control, the power, the ability to make others suffer without feeling a single ounce of regret. They are the ones who can ruin lives with a smile on their face, completely indifferent to the destruction they cause. And the scariest part? They are incredibly difficult to detect. The Dark Triad isn't just a set of personality traits, it's a blueprint for some of the most dangerous minds in human history. From corrupt leaders to manipulative con artists, from heartless criminals to ruthless business moguls, these individuals have shaped the world in ways most people will never fully understand. They exploit, deceive, and manipulate without a second thought. They break the rules not because they have to, but because they can. But here's the real question. Can you spot them before they get to you? Because make no mistake, these people exist. They might be in your workplace, in your social circle, or even closer than you think. And the only way to protect yourself is to understand exactly how they operate. If you found this breakdown of the Dark Triad fascinating, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology of manipulation, deception, and power. Because in a world full of hidden predators, knowledge isn't just power, it's survival.